Welcome to BENFORD Secondary Career Day 2024. We are excited to have you. Into the class and I asked that simple question, and it has been a concern for me as a trained teacher. Now let me shock you, sirs and ma'am. How many of us seated here students that want to become a teacher? You want to build your career in the teaching profession? Let me see your hand. Can you see, ma'am? This morning that we're in trouble. Big time, my talk. You say big time? Yes. Because if we are teaching you to become the medical doctor you desire to become, and no single individual in the secondary that desire to be a teacher, for me as an individual, it's like we are failed. So maybe after now we are going to review. I don't want to take much of our time this morning to ask them why is it that they don't want to become a teacher. I grew up with that mentality also. I hate the teaching profession with passion. Why? Then I saw my teachers looking like. But don't worry, this morning you are going to see a teacher with a difference. And maybe that will motivate some of us to begin to think towards that career. At me, even if you want to become a farmer, you will do your farming with a different and a touch of excellence if you go through the classroom. That's the truth. The farmers we are talking about in the village cannot be compared with the farmers we have in the city. There's something that is called mechanized farming. So this morning we gathered here to educate our students on the best way to go. Talking with a student in SS3 recently, and I asked her, what do you want to become? And she said, sir, I don't know. In SS3, and somebody has not actually directed her strength, her passion to what to become in life, that is dangerous. I feel it's important that from year 7, we begin to introduce our students to career paths. I know definitely with time some of them may change, but it's better they have an idea. Now it's a journey. You must know, students, that growing to become the medical doctor, growing to become the nurse, growing to become the teacher, growing to become that basketballer is a journey, and it starts from your passion. So this morning we have facilitators from different fields that will be sharing with us what it takes to become. You don't become just by wishing and by saying, I just want to be a medical doctor, and you sleep all through the night and eventually you become. No. For every office, for every career, for every profession you desire to become, there is a task, there is a responsibility. Good morning, students, good morning, members of staff, good morning, our guests, and good morning, our parents seated this morning.
Which one they think you are good at? And ladies and gentlemen, I woke up some years back and the federal government decided that, Mr. Dan, you're a teacher. Lo and behold, here I am. Well, why don't I want that same path for my son? Take a flashback. We're in a part of the world where success is measured by your career. Now, you are studying medicine in school. Automatically, you are successful. It doesn't matter whether you get a job at the end of the day. It is assumed that what you're going to be successful in life.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Harrison, and I am here to present a poem called Who I Want to Be. I have no idea what I want to do in my life, but I have an idea of who I want to be, my values, hobbies I want to pursue, and the ones I want to work more on. Places I want to be, books I want to read, pots I want to cook, languages I want to speak. So maybe I can start there. Maybe that's what life is all about. My career, my future. Thank you.
Second point says, "O man, the path of joy is given unto you. And your today is your tomorrow in making. Your tomorrow is your joy of your soul." For what has Creator has given unto you? He has given unto us freedom. I said freedom. Freedom to become whatever we can be. Remember, in the day of luck, you take all the advantages. But in all that you're being, in all your being, remember that you are what? You have responsibility to humanity. Thank you.
Spirit, our responsibility is to understand our children first, know where their passion lies, and guide them while they make their choices. Don't enforce your choice on them. Allow them, give them free will, because everyone actually came to earth with their destinies written on their hand. As you watch, I pray that you'll be blessed.
And I are doing well in school.
Yes, sir.
In fact, today we need to discuss about your profession. Before we do this, so how are your grades in school?
They are fine, sir.
Your grades are, how good are they? What position are you in your class presently?
I am currently
The position. How many are you in your class? How many are you in your class?
well, like
15 and yourself. That's a very good position. In fact, it's time to start talking about your profession. Mama Treasure!
Wait for me, I'm coming, I'm coming. My daughter, how are you?
I'm fine, ma'am.
My daughter, I'm your father. We've been wanting to talk to you about something. Your career path. What do you want to be, my daughter?
I actually want to be a doctor.
A doctor. My daughter, I want you to be a lawyer, but it's your own career path. What life in medicine do you want to study?
I want to study contemporary medicine.
Contemporary medicine.
Okay.
Yeah? As far as I'm concerned, my daughter, I will support you whatever you want to be like. All I know is that just make us proud. See, Mama Treasure, I'm going to Papa Joe's house now. When my food is ready, come and call me. Bye-bye.
My daughter, see, me, I don't know anything concerning medicine. All I know is I can teach you how to cook. My daughter just
Oh God, if I keep this boy today, he will never ever see another life. Joseph! Come here! The woman is calling you, come here! Walk back! Are you stupid? So I'm your mother, I have the right to call you anytime I want. Sit down! Come on, sit your butt down! You're my son. Papa Joe!
Yes, I'm coming.
This your son here. This your son wants to become a footballer. He wants to become a look at him. Don't look at him.
Footballer. If I catch you, the way I'll cut off these legs, I'll remove them. Let me see which leg you'll be using to dribble. Move around with it. Go and touch ball. You stay on the field. Let me see you on that field again. Maybe I will come and read your book.
My passion.
Your passion.
You're going to study. You're going to study medicine. Come on. I don't want to study. Get up.
to become a doctor. Come.
Look at yourself. Look at you.
My name is Dr. Elizabeth. I'm going to be your career advisor. I'm going to teach you how to choose your career path and how to go about it. First of all, I'd like to know your name and the career path you chose. Let's start with you.
My name is Treasure, and I want to be a contemporary doctor.
Are your parents in line with your decision?
Yes.
And you?
My name is Ahmed, and I'm aspiring to be a
your parents agreed?
Yes.
What about you?
My name is Peter and I want to become a lawyer.
Are your parents denied your decision?
No.
Have you tried to convince them?
Yes, multiple times.
Don't worry, I'll place a call. And last but not the least, you.
My parents are in support of it.
Have you tried to convince them?
They will never listen.
What career path do they choose for you?
They want me to become a medical doctor, but I don't know anything about medicine.
Don't worry, I'll counsel them on why you're supposed to follow your passion. It's very good. Some of you have your parents denied your decision. So it's also good that some of you have already chosen your career path. I'll place a call to your parents to convince them on the reason why you should follow your passion. Thank you. Class dismissed.
Are you crying in class? Is everything okay?
Everything is not okay. My parents don't want me to be a footballer.
Oh my god. So they don't want you to be a footballer. Did they threaten you?
Yes, multiple times. I don't care about them. I will play my football whether they like it or not.
Look, Joseph, what if they disown you or something like that?
I don't care if they disown me. Let them disown me. I understand my football here to keep me company.
Listen to me, Joseph. I advise you to take your parents' decision because it is them paying the fees. And you know that in football, only a few people succeed.
So you're saying I will not succeed?
Actually, yes.
Hey! I'll see you in the next class. I don't know what I married. Are you a husband or a
What kind of
human being? My friend is out of here. See you. Don't try me. Don't try me.
Mommy, Daddy. Yes. Guys, for you.
Oh, my beautiful child. What do you have for me?
Yes.
Is it sweet?
No.
Ice cream? You know I love chocolate. You know that I don't have a What do you have for me?
Just yes. Daddy, yes.
You buy me phone because I know your father cannot do that for me.
I know, but
What did you get for me, my son?
I got you. I got my report card.
You brought me your report card. Wait. Jesus.
Hey!
Medical doctor.
Your parents become a medical
Why don't I be medical doctor?
Yes, so I did.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
So this is how you greet your parents.
This is how you greet. You don't even bend down. Sorry, ma'am. Sorry, sir. This is my report card. What is this? Class lowest. Medical doctor.
And why is there a phone on your hand?
I'm not giving this stupid shit I asked you not to do. I'm not giving my.
Joseph!
I'm not
What is
giving
this
my.
rubbish?
What is it?
How are we supposed to go after this living with this rubbish?
I'm not gonna say I don't care. Joseph, send that result. I'm going to the field. I'm going here. You know what? I'm going on your leg. I'm not enough to make my own.
Joseph!
Hey!
Joseph, you didn't fail. I want to effect on you.
My uncles are calling me. Let's go. I'm paying billions. Yeah. Bye bye.
Right now, our hands together for our children.
I'm glad to be here today to witness a career day. Okay, so I'm a medical doctor and I'm supposed to be speaking to you on what it entails to be a doctor or what you need to career path you need to go to be a doctor. So first and foremost, we are all secondary students. So from year 1 or year 7, you need to study math, English, the basic things, biology. For those in science class, chemistry, physics. Those are the most important subjects you need to have a credit in to become a medical doctor. So from secondary, we now talk about going into university. So for you to study medicine, you need to do JAM, and then you need to also attend, a cut-off point to be able to go into university to study medicine and surgery. So at the university level, it's called medicine and surgery, and it's actually divided into, the junior MB and the senior MB, where during your junior MB, you're studying some certain courses too, to pass. You need to pass chemistry, some other courses to be able to go into the senior level where you now do some other courses to progress. So to be a medical doctor, what am I trying to say? You need to be very, 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 very serious with your academics. You need to study and you need to actually, make up your mind that this is what you actually want to do. It's not something someone has to force you to go into, because if you don't have the passion for it, then you're not able to attain that. Okay, so in simple terms, who is a doctor? A doctor is a person who is skilled or specialized, to heal, as in healing parts. So you have to be skilled, you have to be specialized. When I mean specialized, what do I mean? For medicine, despite the fact that you graduated as a medical doctor, there are other specialties involved. You could be a dentist, you could be a surgeon, you could be an obstetrics and gynecologist, you could be an internal medicine, to practice medicine. Okay, where as a medical doctor now, where can you work, or in what settings can you work? You can actually work in a private setting, you can work in a government hospital, you can even work in a research. We have doctors who are into public health, working as research doctors and all that. So one thing I want to talk about in medicine, being a medical doctor, there are some certain things you actually have to have. You need to be very, very compassionate. I hear a lot of people say, I know somebody said, oh, I want to become a medical doctor because I want to make money. Yes, you need to make money, but first and foremost, that passion should be there. Because some people come to you sometimes, they don't have so much money, but by the time they talk to you and all that, you need to just do one or two things just to help them out and all that. Sometimes too, when I say you need to be passionate, what do I mean? Some people come to you, it's not like they are sick. Some just want somebody to talk to, somebody to listen to them. And if you're not passionate, if it's all about money, then you're not able to meet to their needs. Because sometimes they come to you, they just want somebody who can actually listen to them, and talk to them. And by the time you're done counseling and talking to them, you find out that they're all smiling and they're like, okay, doctor, thank you for today. I think I'm okay, and they can go. Yes, I know money is important, but what am I trying to say? First and foremost, it has to be about passion. If you don't have the passion for it, then you might not be able, because sometimes it could be really, really, really very, exhausting and all that. Okay, so how many of us here wants to be medical doctors? Or if you have any question or anything you'd like to know, you want me to explain, something that would help you in the future. Do you have any questions? Something you
take for someone to become a doctor?
Okay, that's a good question. I'm going to start from university. So in uni, you need to spend at least 6 years. Yes. So you need to spend in uni, you need to spend at least 6 years. And when I mean 6 years, that 6 years you could spend extra if you don't make, because for every exam you write, you need to make a certain cutoff. If they say the cutoff is 50 or 60, if you don't make it, then you have to repeat that class. Oh, sorry. So if you don't make it, then you have to repeat that class. So, but averagely, for a student who is really very exceptional, with 6 years in uni, then you have 1 year after graduation, you have 1 year for internship, housemanship. Then when you're done with your housemanship, you need to serve your country, Nigeria, so that's another 1 year. So that's 8 years in a whole before you start working. 8 years of your life, yes. Okay, another question.
Drop out of university.
Okay, yeah. So for some people, you remember I said something about doing exams, the junior MB. So when you don't pass the junior MB is the criteria that takes you to the senior class, where you get to do, like the proper medicine, surgery, and all that. So for those who are not able to make it, the junior MD, they are not able to pass, because you need to pass in the 3 courses. If you're not able to do that, then they now drop out and then study anatomy, biochemistry, medical lab sciences, and all that. Radiography, exactly, yeah. So that's it. So that's why I said to become a medical doctor, first and foremost, they have to have that passion. They have to study really, really hard. It's not just about making money.
Once you pass through university,
you have to pass through university. In fact, to become a medical doctor, not just a medical doctor. I heard someone say, even to become a farmer, to become an exceptional farmer, you need to pass through school. To become a medical doctor, you need to pass through university. Not just passing through university, but passing your courses.
spend more than 8 years if you want to be a professional doctor.
Yes, so professional doctor. That is, if you don't want to just stop as being a medical doctor, so you now have to specialize. So for specialties, depending on what you want to do, if you want to go into the residency program, it takes a number of years too to be a consultant. So for you to do residency, you probably need to spend like 5-6 years again. Yes, doing residency programs. So to become like a consultant, gynecologist, consultant, pediatrician, and all that. Medical profession is a good one But you need to have passion to be a medical doctor. You also need to study really hard. Study starts from now, secondary. I see some people say, oh, I want to be this, but they don't read their books, they don't study. Because as a medical doctor, you need to spend time studying. I mean, you're just being taught. And then you go from university, the bulk of the work you're doing it. So anything you want to be, if you want to be a medical doctor, you have to start from this now that you're in secondary to plan for your future. Thank you.
Now let's have this camera. This is Michael Ugochi.
Everyone, how are you today? My name, as you know, is Ugochi. So I'm here today to talk about all it takes to be a lawyer. Because I know some of you here have already chosen the course. And it's not a matter of choosing the course. It's a privilege. A very good privilege to become a lawyer. So, as you can see now, time might not avail us today. I'll go straight. If I may ask any one of you now, if I say who is a lawyer, does any one of you know anything about that? Can you read? Who is a lawyer? You don't know? Okay. Let's just say to the court is someone who practices law, who can defend somebody in the court of law. Let's say maybe you have a particular case, you don't know what to do, and you don't know how to come out of that case. So you can engage a lawyer to come and bring you out from that situation. A lawyer, at times you can call a lawyer a solicitor. You can call a lawyer a barrister or an advocate or attorney. All these names are applicable to law profession. Then, if you are to say, what makes a lawyer? What makes a lawyer? Or what makes a good lawyer? Number one, a good lawyer is supposed to be very diligent in everything he does or he does. He must be very dedicated. You must have that professional skill. You must show that interest that this is what I want to do. And I want people to know that I can do this. You understand me? I want people to know what I can do. There are so many skills a good lawyer must possess. You must have that communication skill, a very good communication skill. You must have it. It must be in you. Like as I'm here now, there's a way now if you're my client, I can even use non-verbal expression. Non-verbal, I mustn't talk. I use my eyes, I can use anything. You've already understood what I'm saying. You must know how to talk to your clients. You must know how to address the court, address the judge. Then you must have a good listening ear. A good lawyer must have a good listening ear. Not maybe when a client comes to you, you will not allow the person to talk because you are a lawyer and you are being called a lawyer. The first impression you will create to that your client is you have to welcome the person. You have to make that your client to feel free. Because already they are tensed with the situation they are into. And they need a lawyer that will help them to subdue that tension, to make them feel free. Then once they come to you, even if they come to you in your maybe law firm or whatever, you have to allow them to sit and you give them seat. At times, if you have something you can give them, maybe snacks, magazines, anything that you make them to feel comfortable. Do you understand me? You can just do it, give it to them, welcome them very well. Then allow them to talk. They have to talk. Then while you be taking the brief, they will tell you how the whole thing happened. As they're telling you, you are writing it down. You are jotting it down. Allow them. Don't create tension. Don't bombard them with questions upon questions. Do you understand me? Because you are trying to intimidate them. Because you are a lawyer. You have a very good magnified maybe law firm. Then therefore, they should not breathe. So as they are talking and you are taking down the brief, after the whole thing, you can now ask your question in a subtle manner. You give them that respect. Anywhere you can amend, you amend. Anywhere you can contribute, you contribute. Then a lawyer too must have that ICT skill. You can't say that you're a lawyer. You don't know anything about computer. More especially this age. As if people are into here now, anyone now that doesn't know computer, you are going nowhere. You are going nowhere. Because computer has helped a lot. If you go to so many places now, even in court, even in hospitals, even ordinary markets, anywhere, schools, you make use of your computer, ICT, because it will help you. It's very faster. It will, because most times when you go to hospital these days, before, they will tell you, they're looking for your file, and there's somebody that has emergency case. They will keep looking for your file from morning to night. Do you understand me? And something is degenerating. But with the aid of computer these days, and because you know how to use it, you will see that work will be very faster. From one appointment to the another one, from one appointment to the another one, from one appointment to the another one. Pharmacy, even in offices, before if you go to offices, you see file compiling, packing up like this. So many ones you cannot read them. The ones you cannot read, the thing will be so stressful. Then, with the aid of this computer, everything is working. It's really working. It's really working. So, if you cannot say, where can a lawyer work? As a lawyer, you can work in different places. You can work in different places. You can work in school. You can work in hospital, in banks, higher institutions, so many places. You can work with government, public, ministries, parastatals, anywhere. Nowhere you cannot work as a lawyer. The first impression as a lawyer, I can do all. A lawyer must be very versatile. He must be very, very versatile. You cannot say because I'm a lawyer, because I can't do this. So let me specialize in one place. It's not like law. Law is very encompassing. Anything can come to you in a day. You can wake up now, somebody will call you, please, I have this particular case. How am I going about it? It can be from football. It can be from anything. Is it marriage? Is it land? Is it property? You can face it. And you cannot say that you don't know what to do. Because they say, woe be tied to that lawyer who does not know where to get the applicable law. To any situation at hand, he sees himself or herself. You must have it. There is a case, the Apokutopoulos and the PZ, where somebody who he didn't know what to do. A case came before him, he said, I do not know what to do. How will you not know what to do? Because you have failed to read. Because you have failed to know. So, as a lawyer, you must be very versatile. You can work anywhere. You can work anywhere. And you earn good salary. Then, the commitment of a lawyer. A lawyer is so committed. As a lawyer, you are so committed. Early morning, you have a case in court. You cannot say, I don't want to go here, let me just. As a lawyer, you are not supposed to be there while the judge is already seated in court. You cannot. You must be there waiting for the judge to come. Because some of them are very loquacious, some of them are very aggressive. Not when the proceeding is going on, you are walking up and down, distracting. If found a contact of court and you can be arrested, your phone is everywhere, beeping, this and that. You don't do it. You have that commitment that as a lawyer, I will wake up very early and I must do what I'm supposed to do. Do you understand? If you watch me today, this program is supposed to be by 10. It's by 10. But I was already here before. That is how we do when you come to that place. And another thing as a lawyer, you have to move on time. Because if you are the shaking lawyer, somebody that did not prepare yourself very well, you just arrive very late. You start shaking, you start having. And if by mistake they call your case, that time you entered, it will be a very serious case for you. You will be so destabilized. So that's why a lawyer needs to be very committed. Timeless with anything you are doing. Then a lawyer should know how to channel all the situations, know what to do. As a lawyer, do you understand me? You should know how to talk to the public. You should know how to talk to your client. You should know how to talk to the society. You cannot just because you are a lawyer, you feel that everything, nobody can talk to you again. You should still mellow down, humble yourself. Do you understand me? Then as a lawyer, you cannot just because you are a lawyer, maybe the client that is coming for me now is a very wealthy person. I have seen the opportunity now. I have to charge this man everything. Just be humble in your charging. Just be fair in your professional fees. Do you understand me? You have to do it well. But when you go there and give the man or the woman what the person wants, they can surprise you. They introduce you to so many other places. You'll be having everything. Do you understand me? The law profession is a very prestigious one. Put you down. It depends on how you do it. There's a way you behave. People will say because of that, you don't want insult. And you stable yourself before other people. You know, that kind of a thing. Another thing I want to say here is that let me just share a little experience I had. Do you understand me? Okay, I forgot something. Like I see people are here now. For you to read law, for you to read law, you have to engage yourself in arts subjects. You have to engage yourself in arts subjects like English, mathematics, social science like economics, CRP, then commerce, government, ICT. ICT is very important these days. Then another thing is this. I want to share my little experience as a lawyer. The time I started, I had that impression that I'm going to read law because I saw myself anywhere I go. Instead of me to read the necessary thing I'm supposed to read, I saw myself in a library. I carry big law the papers. Do you understand me? I carry big law papers. Okay. Anyway, the time I know I've been lost. I just want to tell you that you have to study. For you to be a lawyer, you have to read. You have to study. Tell yourself, forget about your parents, so not as by you forget them. Forget about friends. Read. Make sure you read. Study. Study very hard. Do not allow any distraction to come upon you. I remember the first time I appeared before a judge. Do you understand? After my law school. Then that day, that was the first time I'm going to talk in the law, in the court. Then as we were going, imagine such situation, we had a flat tire, and the court was, decided in Gwagwalada. So I said, God, why? Why me? Why me today? Today is my first time I'm going to meet my file in this thing. So I was rushing, but I know myself because I really prepared for it. I have prepared myself, I read very well. Do you understand me? So when we met up the tire, I went. Could you believe me that immediately I get there, I got to that place, my case was mentioned immediately. Because I know who I am, I have read, I really read. Do you understand me? I was not shaken. And to God be all the glory. The ruling was in my favor that day, in my favor. So I was so excited, I came back. Since that day till now, I'm not giving up. So I'm encouraging any one of you here. Truly, if you want to become a lawyer, there is prestige, there is respect. Anywhere you see a lawyer, people respect that person. Nobody can come to you anyhow to look for trouble. Do you understand me? The boldness is there because you know what you are doing. You will make it. So far as you people have that passion, God will help every one of you.
Thank you, ma'am. Let's put our hands together. Oh, yes.